Should Breeze topic number 7 says, what happens when your snow bunny calls you the N word? This is a story you guys would be familiar with. This was supposed to be for last week, but we didn't get to it. So let's check it out.
TMZ posted this recording to TikTok. Shout out to Brother Balogun for sending this in. According to TMZ, this was recorded by Christian Obumseli months before he was unalived by his girlfriend, Courtney Clenny.
Don't touch me!
What is going on? Like, what are you gonna get this mad at me when I'm apologizing to you?
No, Christian.
Like, you're thinking I'm doing it on
purpose? Drop your high pitch.
Okay, I'm not doing it on purpose.
You touched Sahara. You know damn well the right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me slap dumbass.
No, you're not gonna slap me.
Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore. Find it and charge it.
What?
Find it and charge it!
I'm sorry, Courtney.
I don't care. Find it and charge it.
Okay, just stop.
Don't talk to me.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. Because I'm telling you I'm sorry.
It's like, alright. Find my phone and charge it.
I don't know where your phone is.
Find it.
Can you help me find it?
I won't!
So what?
Find it!
Why are you screaming, man? Not man, but why?
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
What? Like,
Yeah, some old man, huh? Shut the up. I need to find it because I have to go meet her again.
to go out?
No!
You said she invited you.
Christian, just find my goddamn phone.
I don't have your phone. Can you just
find my phone.
Cece, can you just please
Shut up.
Please.
Shut up. You went to go talk to her without talking.
I didn't go.
Yes, you did. You always want to you asshole.
Courtney, I was
He
on.
literally told me about it. Now he's like, damn.
What are you
You
talking
are
about?
such.
I didn't go to talk to
You are
Aro.
not gonna-
I was going on a bike ride. Like, what the?
Get off of me.
Me going to talk to Aro? Is this going to make you act like this?
You literally talked to her without telling me.
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said, hi, you and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a Yes, thank you. Coming from Courtney, thank you.
I want you to get away from me. Get away from me.
Wow, that was a lot. So this argument ensued because she, Courtney, found out or saw him, Christian, speak with another girl while he was on a bike ride or something. I believe the majority of us are already aware of this case, but if you're just hearing about it for the first time, here's a quick update. 6 months ago, she, Courtney Clenny, an OnlyFans model, unalived her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli, and she claimed she did it out of self-defense. 4 months later, she was finally arrested and she's presently about to go to trial for second-degree murder. Now back to this update on this case, which is this recording that was secretly recorded by Christian Obumseli. OnlyFans model Courtney Clenny was recorded by her boyfriend during an argument, one in which she repeatedly called him the N-word months before she unalived him. Courtney's slain boyfriend, Christian Obumseli, was recording her outbursts with his cell phone in the months prior to his stabbing death, and the recordings are now evidence in the murder case against Courtney. The police say they recovered the audio recordings first obtained by the Miami Herald from Christian's phone as part of the murder investigation. Now, when I heard this recording, the first thing that came to my mind was, damn, this is sad. Very, very sad. This was a very, very, very toxic relationship, and no one should have to be in relationships like this. Rest in peace, Christian Obumseli. I hope he gets the justice that he deserves. But when I really think about this whole situation with everything that has been revealed and now with this recording, it really shows just how sad this whole situation really is. Courtney's lawyer, Frank Prieto, tells TMZ the evidence makes it very clear the two were in a toxic and dysfunctional relationship from which Courtney had asked for help from both police and her family to leave. She's not going to trial for her lifestyle, her previous arguments, or recorded rants. She is going to trial for defending herself against a violent struggle with her ex-boyfriend for which she feared for her life. Courtney is a victim of domestic abuse. At the end of the day, who don't die, don't die. But before I end this video, I just want to say something real quick. Please do not stay in relationships where you are treated or talked to this way. The things you tolerate speaks volume and says how your relationship is going to pan out. As the case progresses and during trial, who knows what other evidences are going to be revealed. Presently, Courtney is saying she is the victim and she unalived him in self-defense. But their mutual friends came out and said Christian is actually the one who was the victim in this relationship and that he was the one who was at the receiving end of DV.
Friends were left speechless. They portray a very violent relationship at the hands of only one person.
I've seen her hit him. I've never seen him hit her. From what we've personally experienced between the both of them, we believe that like Christian wouldn't put her in a position where she would need to stab him to protect herself.
Not going to be repeating myself and saying things that I've already said in the 3 other videos I have done so far on this case. Guys, this is the update. I just want to quickly bring it to you guys. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think.
Yeah, you know, this is this story. This is a few months old now. The thing that strikes me in all of these types of situations is this same black man wouldn't have taken 30 seconds of that from a black woman. That's the thing that grinds my gears about this type of shit. This same black man, first of all, he wouldn't deal with a black woman anyway, but if he were to be with a black woman out of circumstances, he wouldn't take 30 seconds of that. A black woman would have but one time to do that to him, and he would have dropped her. You understand? But you listen to him being a bitch in this recording. He should be ashamed to have recorded that too. He should be rolling his grave too, as a matter of fact. He's talking soft like a bitch when she's clearly, you know, off her rocker and showing her true racist colors, right? You know, black men who do this type of shit, y'all got to do better than that. With that said, real black gentlemen, what say you to what we just listened to?
Yeah, that was really, yeah, that's that. There's no way in hell I'd have anything to do with that. There's, oh God, just her voice and just squealing and then him just apologizing for just being himself. Oh man, I mean, I don't want anything to do with any kind of situation like that. I can't. I'm a pass.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Tanzana's back apparently. Zuli must be gone now because I haven't seen him in the chat for a minute. D-Web, what say you?
Yeah, I ain't got much on this, man. Yeah, you reap what you sow, bro. Sitting there simping and crying. She yelling, "Find my thing!" Okay, where's it? Man, look there, bro. You can even see the friend group. You can even see the friend group that was talking on his behalf. You know, one the brown face in sight. So he wanted to go fully integrationist. He went fully integrationist, and now he's dead. You know, rest in peace. Moving on. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, rest in peace. Let's hear from observing immigrants. What say you to this?
Well, I think she was rather feisty. I'm sure those would be the words he would use. She was a very feisty girl, and and you know, we all know she was black. That would have never happened. And you know, as I said in the back chat, you know, I'm sure she was good at you know what people say, slobbing the knob. So when you slob the knob, yeah, you know, everything probably forgiven. She probably was an expert, and he was like, yeah, you know, he got what was she? What did I say? She was the OnlyFans. She's a whole OnlyFans star. So I think he thought he had the top of, you know, was it the creme de la creme of feisty. A feisty thing. To be honest, she sounded like a Karen, as you know, as y'all were saying, a Karen. She sounded like a Karen for a minute there when she started to scream at Karen, "Find my phone!" That was a real, you know, 60-year-old Karen vibes off of her. But you know, that's it. I mean, he plays stupid games and he wants stupid prices. That's all I can say.
Yeah, black men, stop embarrassing us with this type of bullshit here. Gas, what say you to this?
You left me last because he's Nigerian.
Yeah,
Oh
BB
man,
Rodriguez
listen,
saying
look.
that should come to them. Go ahead, go ahead.
I don't pay. Yeah, BB. Listen, look, BB, you need somebody to help you with your hurt. It ain't. I don't know what to tell her, but look, for me, I'll be honest. This guy is a typical example of why I don't. It's weird because I'm always, if you've heard me on other podcasts or other platforms, when I disrespect the Nigerians, they get in arms and just because Nigerians are stupid people. They come to America, get a bunch of degrees, run around white folks, get white jobs, and you know the African immigrant a lot of times, understandably so, because they're just trying to make money. Not all of them, they just try to make money go back home, but particularly a lot of these Nigerians and Ghanaians, they bring their kids, they run to the nearest white suburb they can get to, and their kids grow up whitewashed, getting racist treatment. They get on the job. They'll everybody else gets like a shift. Let's say Thanksgiving is coming soon. Those people get the day before or the day after Thanksgiving. They put the African to work all straight through. And now
Yeah.
he's like, oh, yeah, okay, Tunde, good job. He's like, okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And he's a fool. So, I don't, it's just sick. A lot of these people, they're thoroughly whitewashed. Um, and so then they have children, and their children are trying to, make it in America. And so this is why I'm never impressed with you. Nigerians are the most educated group. Shut up with that nonsense. They don't even have a Nigeria town. Nigerians don't even want to live next to each other. They've been coming to this country since the '60s. So he's just a small symptom of a larger issue on that end. And hello, can you hear me?
Repeat that, Gas. Gas, repeat
I
that.
said he.
Yeah,
I said he's a
cut
large.
out for a second.
Hello.
Repeat that last few seconds.
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
he's just he's just a symptom of a larger issue at hand, and more importantly, this guy. Can you guys hear me? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, and so he's dating this white girl, and I'm not a fan of it. Don't I wouldn't tell anybody to cross the other side. But hey, if you do it, don't be a sucker. This is the type of guy, he wouldn't take her to the African restaurant. She's not eating any African food. He's out there following the keto diet, paleo. He's following the caveman diet, lifting weights. He's one of those. You know what he is? He's no different than the idiots that were with Jesse, with the fake noose. And then these are these type of Nigerians that you come across. But their parents have money. These are the whitewashed Africans that you guys come across. Unfortunately, they give the Africans who don't want to follow the system a bad name. Now, I will say this about the relationship with the girl. I'm not just going to single her out and say because she's white. I know black women who act the same way. Now, the difference is most black women ain't going to take it to the level to stab you per se, but they'll get you shot. They'll call their uncles, they'll call their brother, they'll call their jailhouse relatives to get you shot. And this is just something, my other point on this is that this is just, in this country, typical spoiled women behavior in this country. And a lot of men are going through this. Now, not to the extent that, he's just a pure, as we say in my country, he's a woman rapa or like women's panties. He's just, there's no fight in him at all. He just lays down and he takes it. But there's a lot of men that are going through this in America. Especially, I think I said on one of the other platforms, I said black men can't even name their children in this country. And all the women in the chat was like, yep, I named all my kids. They you got men. I saw the video of 50 Cent's grandfather was like, yeah, I came home and I gave my wife the check. What the hell is wrong with you guys? This isn't. Where the hell are you people learning that this is manly? Now, the sad part is this, and this is why I don't listen to women in general, and they get offended when I say these things. Oh, patriarchal sexist. No, because look at it now. Everybody's calling this guy a simp and a sucker, but when people like Andrew Tate, and I don't agree with everything he said, but I like a lot of what he said. Or you have men who just have no excuses for their masculinity. When they come out, everybody wants to censor them or say that they're terrible. But now, when you guys see the opposite end, what do they say? Oh, you should have been a man. You should have been a real man. But we're telling men not to be men. We're telling them to be punks and suckers because a real man would have kicked her in the chest and slapped her. But then, now you got a domestic violence on your hand. So a real man would have just kicked her to the curb. Or he would have pimped the whole thing from the start. You OnlyFans, well, how much you giving me every month? But if you start talking like this, they say you're sexist. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. But it's not just only him. There's a lot of men going through this, whether you black, white, Asian. There's a lot of men not getting sex in their relationships. Let's talk about it. It's in sexless relationships. They get sex once every 4 months in a big piece of chicken, and they work in double shifts, and they're happy. I know guys who their women have stabbed them. Yeah, she crazy. No, you're crazy. But hey, I'll stop talking, man, because I don't want them to say Gas hates women because they said the last time.
Yeah, there's some things you said that I kind of appreciate, to tell you the truth. But the thing I think is the issue is, yeah, black women might carry on this way too. Oh, the thing I want to say is there's a video going around. It was on Twitter recently. If I could have remembered who posted it most recently, I would have played it, where a white broad starts going off on this white boy, and he hauls off and slaps the shit out of her, sends her to her ass, and she gets real quiet. And no other white dude around comes running, interference and all that type of shit. You understand? So I get what Gas is saying in that respect. That
if that was a black neighborhood, that black guy has a 40% chance of probably getting shot unless he's a shot caller.
Yes. No, that's the part I agree with. Azulism says she got that guac 10,000. Bobby Rice says it was depressing listening to the brother's response. So I don't know if he's talking about the brother in the video or the brothers on the panel. I believe it's the brother in the video because it was real soft and bitch made what he was doing in that. But it's very interesting. Does anyone have any last words on this prompt before we move to topic number 8 tonight? Shoot the Breeze topic number 8 tonight says 15 books that will get you from 0 to 1 million. By the way, that was a good discussion. That thing that Gas said about we should have that talk. Oh, and Gas, that reminds me. Gas said just now we should have that talk about men in these, sexless, unloving, I guess, unmotivated relationships. And that is something that needs to be talked about, because that example that Gas gave about the man in a sexless relationship getting a big piece of chicken here and there, I've known people who've gone through that. With black women, definitely with black men with white women, of course, but black men with black women, I've known men who've gone through that. And the fact that Gas could bring that type of example says that it happens way too often, and we should talk about that. By the way, I forgot about it until Gas reminded me earlier today, I think it was, or yesterday. We never had the follow-up discussion with all the men and women who talked about who had that roundtable talk on the Francis Cress Welsing video, the 1973 report, Black Man, White Woman. If you guys are interested in that still, let me know. You can let me know in the chat, let me know in the Discord, but let me know if you guys are still interested in having that follow-up where all the men and the women get together and discuss it. All right. It had slipped my mind until Gas reminded me. This topic here comes with a video. Let's check it out. Oh, crap. It's the same video. Hold on. I'm messing up. Is this it?